Hello everybody, what is up? Prof here. As you can see today, we're going to be doing an unboxing, building, and review of the Master Grade Sword Impulse Gundam. Now this has been one in my backlog for a while, and I actually got this last Christmas. And another fun fact about this one is, originally this was supposed to be the blue variant, but I guess for whatever reason they accidentally sent the red one, which honestly, the red one actually looks pretty badass in itself. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead, unbox it. You're going to see me building the whole thing. We'll just do some photos at the end, and afterwards I'll let you guys know what I liked, what I didn't like about it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get to it.
tunes up.
Alright, so as you can see, here is the finished model kit right here, and as you can tell, it definitely came out really freaking cool looking. I love a lot of the effects just with the decals, even on the wings back here. And yeah, all I did to this one is basically use a Gundam pen, some semi-gloss top coat, and basically the decals it came with. So all in all, definitely came out really freaking cool. So first of all, we'll go ahead and go over some of the accessories it came with. So this backpack with the wings and the swords, it can actually all go into its own little ship and everything, and you get this guy that goes along with it. Also in the middle section in his little backpack, basically it folds out into its own ship, or you have the spare option to use this basic solid piece for a back if you really want to have the other ship out on display. And of course you get our spare hands. You get one that's, we can zoom in here and focus. So basically we got one here that can kind of close and open, and I think the trigger finger can kind of go out like that if you want to use that. And our second one is basically the normal closed fist for kind of holding the guns and doing some of the side blades, which this one definitely works better for holding the sword specifically, but yeah. So we definitely got those options. And of course we got different stuff as beam effects for the blades. And of course for his big ass long swords, we got these pieces right here, and as well as these that go on the tip. So I'll go ahead and show you guys the swords right now. So basically you take one out, extend the sword, and as you see we got this badass looking beam effect as well as the tip covered just for the sword. And then yeah, this one I kind of added some extra customization because they had basically enough to give you a good customization on this side. Basically just with the little Zaft logoing and some stuff up there. And the other side, I kind of just added some extra stuff, like I think this bottom part, just a regular sticker. Then I added just some of the extra stuff I saw around the dry transfer sheet. But yeah, definitely pretty cool weaponry. And another one we got here is his wings right here. You can basically take one off, then add one of these, and that will basically make his whole blade system. So definitely super cool. I love the way the weapons work on this kit. And it's definitely one of the very cool features this kit has going for it. And of course, we got his shield right here. As you can see, I added some custom logos to that and everything. The only gripe I had about the shield is the bottom part right here was super loose, so it literally just would flop open no matter what I did. So I kind of just glued that into place so it kind of just stays closed. Top part will still extend, but yeah, I just kind of keep it closed for now. That's probably like the only issue I had building this kit. But all in all, definitely a pretty cool looking kit. Like I said, these are pretty simple. It just goes back on, plugs right back into it. But yeah, so we'll go ahead and go over the good parts I like about this model kit. So first of all, this kit is definitely a pretty solid build. Like I said, I didn't really have any issues with joints being loose, parts falling off too easy. The only part you got to be careful with a little bit is when you have the ship in there, his waist can kind of come off and everything, so just got to make sure you have it securely in there. But other than all in all, definitely a pretty good build. Like I said, I didn't have any issues getting anything together, and like really the only negative I have on this kit is probably just the shield was too loose, but like I said, that could have just been a manufacturing thing. I don't think that's with every single kit, but all in all, yeah, this kit was definitely a super nice build. It was pretty simple. It wasn't like overcomplicated. It honestly has a lot of, as you guys seen from the pictures, has a lot of pretty cool posability. Like I said, just the sheer amount of just different planes that you get. Like this one has its own wheels, as well as the one that's in his middle half has its own wheels, and then it all transformed into like one big unit that also has wheels. So like I said, they definitely give you plenty of extra stuff, like the backing, the hands, the different beam effects that look really freaking cool. So yeah, all in all, if you guys are a Gundam Seed fan, this definitely a pretty badass kit to do. Alright, so that's about it for this video. So if you guys have any personal master grades that you build that are your favorites, let me know in the comment section below. And if you also have some Gundam Seed kits that are your favorites, also let me know down there as well, because always looking to see some cool new kits and everything. But yeah, that was about it for this video. Like I said, definitely a really fun build and everything. He's pretty solid, pretty straightforward for the build and everything. And it's also pretty cool because, you know, he has the whole transforming feature. where you can literally split them and it can all go in its own little ship and everything. So like I said, a lot of functionality, a lot of posability, awesome weapon effects for this kit. So definitely not a bad kit, and I think it only was around maybe 55 to 60 bucks, so definitely not a bad kit at all. But as always, I thank you guys for watching, and if you did like this video, make sure to hit that like button. And if you're new here, maybe consider subscribing to the channel. Like I said, here we do a lot of gaming stuff. Occasionally when I get a chance, we'll do some model building. I think our next one is going to be another Kamen Rider kit, so look forward to that. But that's about it for this video, so as always, I thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.